I now call the Secretary of State, Matt Hancock, to make a statement. Secretary of State.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. And with permission, I'd like to make a statement on coronavirus. The virus remains a perilous threat. Yesterday, Europe recorded its 7 millionth coronavirus case. Deaths in Germany and Italy have doubled in 7 days. And here, today's ONS statistics show that weekly deaths linked to coronavirus have risen to their highest level since the start of July. Cases among the over 60s continue to rise. And as Deputy Chief Medical Officer Jonathan Van Tam made clear earlier, it is the penetration of coronavirus into older age groups which gives the NHS the greatest cause for concern. So we must act where the virus is spreading. In the parts of the country where it's spreading the fastest, it is our sombre duty to take action necessary to protect people's lives and protect the NHS. Mr. Speaker, coronavirus is not a short-term problem that can easily be fixed. It requires difficult decisions in these difficult times. Our goal is to get life back to as normal as possible, support the NHS, keep children at school, and shelter the economy as much as possible, and do this by suppressing the virus until a vaccine is available. It's been clear for some days now that further action is needed across parts of England. Last Monday, we were able to reach an agreement with the leadership of Liverpool City Region across party lines to take the action that's needed, with a package of financial support and cooperation. Yesterday, I announced to the House a similar agreement reached in Lancashire. In Lancashire, Liverpool and across the country, we continue to work closely with local leadership. Mr. Speaker, in Greater Manchester, there have been more coronavirus infections already in October than in July, August and September combined. The average daily hospital admissions in Greater Manchester are now higher than they were on the 26th of March. And there are now more COVID-19 patients in Greater Manchester hospitals than in the whole of the South West and South East combined. As a result, we need to take further action to protect lives and livelihoods in Greater Manchester. So, informed by this data, we've made the difficult decision to place Greater Manchester into the very high local COVID alert level, coming into force at 1 minute past midnight on Friday. This means that pubs and bars must close unless they're serving substantial meals. Households cannot mix indoors or in most outdoor settings. In some public outdoor spaces, groups must be limited to the rule of 6, and we strongly advise against travel into and out of the area. In line with the extra measures taken in Lancashire, casinos, bingo halls, betting shops, adult gaming centres and soft play areas must also close. Now, I know that these restrictions are tough, and so we're putting in place a comprehensive package of support. This includes the Job Support Scheme, which ensures those affected by business closures are still paid. Once topped up with universal credit, those on low incomes will receive at least 70% of their normal income. 80%, of their normal income. We've also made available up to £465 million to help local authorities implement and enforce restrictions. Greater Manchester will receive £22 million of this. And we will also work with local authorities to allocate testing and introduce local contact tracing. Over the last 10 days, we've sought to reach an agreement with local leaders, and unfortunately, we were not able to reach an agreement in Greater Manchester as we have previously in Lancashire and the Liverpool City region. As well as the support that I've outlined, we've made a generous and extensive offer to support Manchester's businesses. This offer was proportionate to the support that we've given the Liverpool City region and Lancashire, but regrettably, the Mayor rejected it. Of course, we do not want businesses in Greater Manchester to be disadvantaged, so that offer remains on the table. Our door is open to further discussions with local leaders in the coming days about business support. Mr. Speaker, I understand the impact of these measures, but we must take the decisions to save lives and ultimately livelihoods in Greater Manchester. And to everyone in Greater Manchester, I say this: throughout these difficult times for your great city, we will be by your side. And the best thing all of us can do now to protect our loved ones and to get back to normal as fast as possible is for everyone to come together to follow these new rules and for all to play their part in tackling this deadly virus. Mr. Speaker, the path through a pandemic is never straightforward. It requires all of us to make difficult decisions and tough sacrifices and to get the virus under control. I know that these local restrictions are hard and they're another sacrifice in a year full of sacrifices. But we must not waver now. We must persevere as we work so hard on the long-term solutions that will see us through and come together once again so we can look after the people and the communities that we love. And I commend this statement to the House.